Hi, my name is Mollie Huber. I'm a first-year student in the Biomedical Sciences PhD program. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 5 years old, so I've had it for 18 years now. My brother also has type 1 diabetes, as well as my mom and my aunt. I feel like my family's in a unique situation in that 3/4 of it, we all have type 1, and so there's always has been someone checking their blood sugar or something when you are. I definitely think it's easier having family members with type 1 diabetes because you never have to explain or justify when something happens related to type 1. If you say your blood sugar is low, they immediately know how you're feeling and that however you react, you maybe will have a little bit of a shorter temper or be a little irritable, or they know you need to go and get something to eat right then. And so it makes people a lot more empathetic because they know exactly what you're going through. Some of the struggles with type 1 that come up is it's the first thing that you think about when you wake up and the last thing you think about when you go to sleep. My first thought in the morning is always, I need to check my blood sugar. And then you have to make adjustments, and that's going to set up what the rest of your day is like. If you wake up with a high blood sugar, it's not going to come back down till mid to late afternoon, and that throws off your whole day, but you still have everything you need to do that day to do. So many factors impact your blood sugar, so what worked well one day isn't going to work well the next day. And then being in school, you have factors like stress or changing schedules, late schedules, and all of those can cause blood sugars to go out of range. I don't typically get a why me kind of feeling, but sometimes when the disease will do something that's very inconvenient, I'll get a feeling of like, oh, I have to go deal with this now. Especially, I'll get stressed before exams, and that makes my blood sugar run high, and so you're trying to study, you don't feel good. On top of that, it can make it harder to focus, and sometimes I'll just have a feeling of like, well, I get to have this added stress on top of the other stress. So, I would love for people to know what type 1 diabetes is and what that entails. And even though there's so many people living with the disease and we don't make a big deal about it, just to kind of know all of the factors and work that goes into just doing things that most people don't think anything about.